When we talk about life in the universe, we shouldn't think only of the life on Earth, because the basic conditions required for life to emerge may exist in many places throughout the universe. First of all, carbon, considered the building block of life, is an element that exists in abundance throughout the universe. Thanks to its ability to easily bond with other elements, carbon can form complex molecules. Water is also a critical factor for life. Liquid water serves as the medium where chemical reactions take place and molecules move. Life cannot exist without an energy source. Stars like the sun provide this energy. However, energy can come not only as light, but also as geothermal heat, radiation, and chemical energy. Additionally, an appropriate temperature range is crucial for life. Extremely hot or cold environments make it difficult for complex life forms to survive. The combination of these factors creates an opportunity for life to begin. This is why scientists pay special attention to planets that meet these conditions. And in the universe, there could be millions, even billions of planets with suitable conditions. Perhaps life is much more common than we think. We just haven't seen it yet. When we think of aliens, the first images that come to mind are usually from movies and TV shows. Green skin, large eyes, sometimes tiny creatures, sometimes enormous monsters. But most of these depictions have little to do with scientific reality. Popular culture often presents aliens as humanoid beings. This human-like form reflects our need to understand and empathize. Evolutionary biology tells us that life forms are shaped by their environments. Life on another planet might look nothing like our bodies at all. There's also a popular idea that aliens may be far more advanced than us technologically, but their technology might lie far beyond our imagination, perhaps in forms we can't even comprehend. Scientific research considers the concept of aliens not just as physical beings, but as a vast spectrum of intelligence and life forms. So, real aliens might be far beyond what we can imagine. That's why what we learn from movies and books is only the beginning. As science uncovers the secrets of space, we will discover that real aliens are much more astonishing. Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered, is there anyone else out there in this seemingly endless darkness? Are we truly alone? Or is this silence a different kind of communication? There are billions of galaxies in the universe and billions of stars in each galaxy. And many of those stars are surrounded by orbiting planets. Some are rocky, some are gas giants, and some might be special enough to host something like our own world. Scientists call these worlds exoplanets, and every year hundreds more are being discovered. But that's not the real question. The real question is this: if life does exist in these distant worlds, is it anything like what we imagine? Life always adapts to the environment it inhabits. Just look at life on Earth. Thick-furred animals in the poles, cacti storing water in deserts, and fish that have lost their eyes in dark caves. Evolution doesn't work according to needs. It follows the conditions. If life exists on another planet, its creatures must have adapted to their own environment. Imagine a planet with low gravity. Life forms there might be tall and slender. Now, think of a planet with gravity 3 times stronger than Earth. Life there could be short, thick-boned, and close to the ground. On a planet with a dense atmosphere, sound may travel differently. Life may evolve to communicate using vibrations or bioluminescence, producing their own light. What about a world where light is scarce? Perhaps eyes are no longer needed. These creatures may navigate using electromagnetic fields, echolocation, or chemical trails. Now ask yourself, if we were born on another planet, would we see the same face in the mirror? Probably not. Aliens don't have to be fantastical, just creatures shaped by different conditions. This makes them not strange, but logical. Evolution always works according to the rules of its environment. And in the universe, those rules are far more diverse than ours. Scientists searching for clues about where life might exist in the universe are looking not only at Earth, but also at exoplanets and moons. These worlds, called exoplanets, often orbit stars similar to our Sun, but their conditions can be very different from those on Earth. For example, the star system called TRAPPIST-1 has 7 planets, 3 of which lie within the habitable zone. This habitable zone is a critical region where liquid water could exist on the planet's surface, a key ingredient for life. But it must be remembered that liquid water alone is not enough for life. Factors like atmospheric composition, surface temperature, and radiation levels also play a major role in the presence and form of life. For example, Proxima Centauri b, a planet in the closest star system to us, might have conditions capable of supporting life. However, its star is much more active than the Sun and often produces strong solar flares, which can make maintaining an atmosphere difficult. Even within our solar system, there are fascinating places. Saturn's moon Titan has lakes of methane and ethane on its surface. Chemical cycles similar to Earth's water cycle operate on Titan through methane. If life exists there, it might be far beyond our understanding. Perhaps it uses methane-based molecules instead of proteins, or operates with different energy sources. Jupiter's moon. Europa is believed to have vast oceans beneath its thick ice crust. Life there may have evolved around hydrothermal vents. In these environments, there is very little or no light. Therefore, creatures might have lost their eyes and developed other senses. All these examples show us that every corner of the universe is a factory of diverse biological possibilities. Real aliens won't just be like the ones we search for in space. They will be much stranger, much more creative. If, one day, we truly encounter aliens, alongside the biggest questions about how they look, perhaps the most important thing is how we will perceive them, looking at human history. When we met different cultures, we experience prejudice and fear. It might be similar if we meet aliens. But let's not forget, aliens could have completely different biological structures, ways of perception, and even thought systems than us. Maybe their way of communication is very different from what we can understand. Maybe we need entirely new technologies to comprehend them. Also, evolutionary processes may have shaped their mental makeup. Their sense of time and space could be vastly different from ours. Therefore, to understand real aliens, we must stretch our minds and be ready. Instead of seeing them merely as foreign, we should accept them as another form of intelligence in the universe. After all, the universe is infinite and the diversity of life is limitless. When we get to know them, we will understand ourselves better too. So, we must keep imagining. Because real aliens may be far beyond human imagination.